Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to make something that will hold the camera. What's it called? Tripod, but it's homemade. And basically this was the first one I made and it didn't come out good. It was too big. And then the camera will go up and down, and I will only be able to put it like that or like that. I wasn't able to hold it straight. So I improved my way to cut it, and this is the new one I made. It's narrower, and I messed up here on this end. I made it too wide because this part is thicker, and I was cutting it really hard, and then when I got to the sofa, whew, the thing slided and it just went out of control basically. But I guess you're learning from my mistakes. And what I used was a blade. I have it here, and I warm up the tip. Dangerous. I warm up the tip. I stretch it out like that, and you can see that it's burning. So this tripod is gonna help me, so I don't have to be holding the phone all the time. And unfortunately, I'm using my phone to do this film. I don't have a camera yet. So let's see. I put the thing in position like that, right? You see it there? So I got my closet. Oh, it looks like hell. No, I can't close it. Well, whatever. There you go. So you insert the phone in that slot, and it holds it. I have the holder on top of a few books because I'm tall and I want it to be there. And I can also adjust it down by pushing here, pushing on this part, or pulling it up by going like that. See how it pulls up? And that will adjust it up and down. And just by moving the phone like that. I don't even have another phone. You can also, you can do this and it stays, and you can do that, it stays. See, I left these parts here in there. These parts, I left them long. They're all the way up to here on this second one, because I know this can be bent and it can be adjusted for final adjustment. Somehow it stays. You can cut a little thing here and make it go. I want to do it now. A little flappy or something. Let's see if that works, or it's just not true. No, you cut it. See, I'm learning as I go here. You can probably cut it from the top, like so, just with scissors, and you can probably bend it out like that, and or something. You can make it so it sticks in there. See, if you had to, but usually don't have to. Make sure you don't cut it too much. The second one is shorter. It goes only way up to here, so I don't know what that is in inch. Oh, I have a tape measure. Wow. This is a very old tape measure. 6 foot long. I thought it was 3 foot long. Well, anyway, what do I have here? I would say the new one I made is half an inch. And if the phone keeps falling, you can cut it more. You can go deeper. But I like to grab it by the little ends. So oh, by the way, this is yogurt, 2-pound yogurt thing, which is you can find it in the trash, in the recycling bin. You can probably use some other bottle. Now I'm thinking that you can even use something like this. You can try something like this. Put it upside down, cut it with the hot knife. It cuts like butter when it's hot, like nothing. I did it in my outside where the grill is. It's a gas grill, and this is good. Look, I'm banging on the table. moves a little bit, but you can put it anywhere where it's flat, and it's very inexpensive. What else I want to say about this? I think I covered that you can adjust it like that, and it stays. It stays. Well, no, it doesn't stay. Well, if you're not gonna bang on a video on the floor, but on the floor, on the table. I'm thinking, how can you improve it? I'm thinking that if you make it narrow first, it will really hold really tight. You have to, when I use the phone, I put the phone, the tip is like you put the phone here and you mark the lines. Like, now it's better if it was lower. Now let's put it lower. See? Yeah, you can see now. You put the phone here, right? When you're gonna cut it, you put the phone here and you mark the lines. But then that's gonna be like this one, it's gonna be a little bit too wide. So maybe you wanna do the thickness of the line narrower and start from there, and make sure that you don't, when you get to this part, when you pass the hard part and you get into the soft part, that you don't overdo it. Maybe you want to start from maybe you want to start from here and cut that way. That would be even safer. So when you mark the font, make sure you mark it. I didn't know, because I mark it in the middle. See all the mistakes that I'm making, I'm showing you so you don't make the same mistakes. You start from here, so you mark the font on the edges, here and here and here, or the whole line, whatever. Or you can mark it a little bit on the middle and then use a ruler to stretch it all the way out. I was afraid I was gonna, because I have my cell phone has a glass that goes like that, and I was afraid to to make a line on the glass with a permanent marker. You don't want to do that too, so careful with that too. Or maybe you want to use tape. Instead of using the marker, you stick a tape there, and you can, with the tape, you can move it around. Because I make the lines, actually they were not, I'm not in the center. And on this one, I'm not in the center. And if you want to really be in the center, you're gonna have to do trial and error. Probably I will put the thing here and stick the tape here, and then that's your line. And then you wouldn't have black marks on it, and you wouldn't have black marks on your phone, especially if you have a white phone. Oh no, you don't want to use a marker. There you go. Well, that's how I made this holder, because I was gonna order one. I think they're $10, $12, $15 a holder, and I didn't want to wait for it. I wanted to do the video immediately. I'm looking at the light because it keeps turning on and off. So I had to figure out a way to make a holder. And this holder is nice because you can rotate it too. Yeah, I didn't say that. You can rotate it any way you want to. What else? I can take my time because I can edit this part out. I don't know. Oh yes, there is something else. To make it heavier, I put the batteries. I put the coins in here. I put coins in there, and I put some batteries. So you can put whatever you want inside. This opens. This always opens, and you can put something heavy if you wish to. You can probably, if you want to put it on an incline or something, you can cut. Let's say you have to put it on an incline. You can cut this side more than this side, and then your phone will be straight, right? But then this will slide, so you want to stick a piece of rubber in there, or something that will not slide, and also maybe we can even put it on a dashboard if that works too. God knows. So there's a lot of things that you can do to improve it. Actually, this will be better than a tripod if you want to put it on a dashboard. I should try it. Well, it's my idea, but I haven't tried it yet. I get a lot of ideas fast, but to try them out, I'll let you guys try it. What else can you do with this? I want to do some holder that will work on a bike. So I don't know yet. I think for a bike, I will use some bolts and some wood. Go something like that you can bolt on both sides of wherever the camera is on a phone. Let's say this was your phone, this right here. This was a phone. See, I should have used this earlier to show you how it works, because you probably have no idea how I put it. I put it in like that. This is what I'm talking about, right? So that's your phone, and you have the camera. The front camera will be here. Let me see, what is it on this one? It's definitely right there. That will be this point right there, right? So you don't want to have that covered, right? And in the back side, the camera is around here. So if you go too low, the phone, if you have a small phone, my phone is about this big. You see what I mean? Now the camera is gonna be, you don't want to be. I was able to see part of this on one of the videos I made. I think I'm out of there. Okay, so it's funny how this camera doesn't adjust so fast. So what am I saying? You got this here. That's what it looks like. That's your phone. This is a big phone. This is, well, let's see. Diagonally is 8-inch. This would be like an 8-inch tablet. So the phones are a lot. There it's doing it again. It doesn't like it. Okay. So this would be like about the size of an 8-inch tablet. Now you know how I put it. You can set it on a table. See, and it stays. As soon as you put it, you can turn it around here and there. Oh, let's move it that way. Why not? So I just didn't want this ugly box I have here to show in the video. See, you can rotate it any way you want, any way you want. Actually, and you can see the reflection on it. This one works really good with this one, but with my phone it's loose and it's not good. I'm gonna keep this to hold my tablet. Now who's calling? Oh, it's should I get that? I'm gonna get that. What the hell? I should have never taken that call. It was a crank call. They were asking me for what is your middle name, what is this, what that. I'm like, okay, give me your number. So finally I told them, look, give me your number and I'll call you back. And they hanged up on me. Well, whatever. So be careful with those guys. Don't give them any data. They wanted to confirm that it was me that I was talking. And they're calling me. They're calling my phone number. I'm sorry. I didn't have time for them. Got a big shade here. Behind me. need to work on the lighting in this room. That's not gonna work. But anyway, so you got the camera, you can look at yourself, how it looks, you can see shades behind you, boxes are in the way, and because I'm on selfie mode. So that's great. Before you turn it around, you go on the high definition camera on the other side. I think I can change the camera, but then I wouldn't be able to see myself. I wouldn't see what I'm recording. Also, there is an app that you can put on your phone, and then on your browser on your laptop or your computer, you can actually see whatever you have on your camera as a website. It works with your Wi-Fi. There is another one that you can. It also works with the 3G, 4G. So it doesn't have to be both. So you can be in a remote location and you can still see who's got your phone or something like that. Well, no, actually that one doesn't work like that. But you could have the phone, somebody recording something outside and recording it at the same time. You can, YouTube you can do that with YouTube too. You can just click the live button and it'll be live. Anybody can see it. But YouTube records the live sessions for you, and you can even download it. Only you can download without paying. You can download your videos. It used to be like that. I don't know if it's like that. I think it's still like that. Yeah, you should be able to download your own videos. The thing is that YouTube used to have a really nice video editing, and it looks like a lot of people took advantage of that, and they were uploading their videos, fixing it there for free, and then transferring them back to their cameras, to their devices, and it was just YouTube was paying for all that, and they stopped doing that. They're nice. You move it anywhere you want. This one slides easy, unless you stick the thing. Okay, anyway, to make a long story short, this is good, and what I was explaining to you was if you want to put it on a place where it's gonna slide down, you put a rubber, you stick it, and you can cut you can even do that, or no, that's not gonna work. That may work for you. You can cut it. You can cut one side more than the other. And it will slide, and also you can put a weight on it. And I'm just doing a summary and mark it with a tape. Not use a marker if you have a white cell phone or something. With a painter's tape, any old tape, even any tape will work, because once you have it there, then you can mark it if you wish. Remember to make it just a little bit narrower than whatever you mark, because mine is a little bit loose and you want it really tight. I'm gonna try also putting something under, maybe some business cards or something like that. Yeah, that's what I was doing. This was loose, and I was using some business cards to put, business cards or some cards behind. It makes it narrower and really tight. I'm just gonna put some under the cup to adjust the angle up. That works. I'm moving the table a little bit. I'm knocking it a little bit. I'm tapping it a little bit. And you see how it moves. My camera takes care of vibrations pretty good. That was not true in the past. I had a camera for a cell phone. It was a Sony Xperia. It was one of the first ones that came out, and the vibration, there was no vibration correction or anything like that on that phone. So I made some videos. I was watching them 4 or 5 years ago, and like, whoa, what a difference! What a difference! Also, YouTube used to get rid of the vibrations for you, but it will cut the edge. It will cut some out of the edge. With a camera like this, you don't lose any edge. Maybe how about if you miss something that's happening over here? You don't want to do that. What else can you do with this camera? I'm thinking of epoxy. There is an epoxy that has 2 parts, and you mix it and it turns into something that is not as hard as metal, but I think it's harder than wood, because you can cut it up. You can cut it with a sharp knife, and you can sand it and you can paint it. I bet if you put some of that around here, they made 2. One is for plastic, one's for metal. I guess you can mold it with your hand, and you can shape it and put it on the edge. You can put it here. You can change this if you mess up. I don't know. Well, oh yeah, what I was thinking about is that you can probably cut it with a drill, cut a round hole here. I'm thinking about how to put it on the bike and run this through the I'm thinking that's not gonna work, because you're gonna have to bungee tie the phone on it somehow. So the phone doesn't, when you hit a bump, it doesn't fly out like like if you hit a bump, that's what's gonna happen to the phone, exactly that. So you're gonna have to tighten it, right? Now you make a hole here, make a hole there, and you put you cut a hole like that with, I'm gonna take the weight out of it, all the coins and batteries. Oh, when you buy batteries, always buy this, because it gives you more power per dollar. So these are $1 at the 99-cent store. $1, and it's like 25 cents each. And they don't last as long as the Duracell, but the Duracell will cost you a double or triple. So unless you need a battery that lasts a long time for an alarm or something, that's life-saving thing. For a toy or something like a remote control, this will give you more bang for the buck. So yeah, I'm talking about this now. You make a hole, nice round hole, the diameter of your handlebar, and then you cut it down like that, right? Let me draw it so it's probably more clear. This is what I'm talking about. Like this, right? So the handlebar is going to go through there. Once this is cut all the way through, but if you cut it all the way through, this is gonna, this is gonna be very weak. You cut the structure of the, I know a little bit about structure, so you're gonna damage the structure of this. It's gonna be very flimsy. So maybe you don't want to do that. So so you cut it like that, and then you get that epoxy that I'm talking about, and you can mold around it and seal this part. Maybe you want to tape it back here. Once you put it on your handlebar, you want to put a duct tape in the bottom to make this hold, or put you can even put a wire all the way around it or something, and then tape it on, so then you'll have the structure back. Of course, you don't want to do that with the phone on it. And then make something that will hold a rubber band or a bungee cord around it. But then what's going to happen is this. So that's not one. Boom. So how you gotta figure it out. I'm working on it. I'm working on figuring this out. Well, I'm figuring this out as I go. So how can you prevent it from doing this? Well, sometimes if you're in the middle of the bike, you know what I mean? There is a plate here, and that will keep it from doing this. That might work. That might work. What else? Very interesting. How about if you put it on the helmet? And you have a GoPro camera. To me, that sounds better. You put it on your helmet so you can do down, up, sides. If you put it on a handlebar, it's going to be too vibration, especially on a mountain bike. Oh my God, your head is like takes a shock. It doesn't move that much. I probably wouldn't mess with it. I would probably buy a tripod part that you can make it with wood. You don't have, yeah, you can make it with wood. Yeah, I wouldn't use this. No, take that back. That doesn't work. I would make something with wood and be able to attach it to your helmet. But remember, your helmet, if you make any hole or any cut on your helmet, you damage the structure. And if you fall, you're gonna break your head. So you don't wanna mess with the helmet at all. It's your safety. The purpose is to save your head in case you fall. But if it's caught or something and it's trash, it's no good anymore. So you have to figure out a way to connect it to the helmet by going around and clamp it down really good so you don't break your phone. Or your camera. Something has to be designed. I would practice with an old phone if you do that first. Or you can cut a piece of wood that looks like your phone and just go crazy with it. Make sure that don't just shake it, bang it, hit something on it, and make sure that it doesn't fall no matter what. Maybe I'm just thinking right now that you can cut something that goes all the way around. Something that has a shape like this. And this is your phone. This is your phone, right? It has a shape like this, but not as big as my hand. A smaller thing that goes all the way around, right? And here it has, and it goes like that, so it doesn't do that, and it's solid enough, and smooth enough so it doesn't scratch your phone. And then it goes on your helmet with three. What do I mean by three? Three things that will hold it so it won't rotate and it won't go slide this way, not this way, and this one. Probably 3 legs or 4 legs. Yeah, 4 legs going like that, like that, like that, and like that. Remember, your helmet will be here, right? This one, so that's your head. My phone is about this big, right? That looks funny as hell. So let me put this below the camera so it aims up a little bit. There. So and still, I'm gonna go down. So you'll be walking like that. Oh my God! And make sure that the windows blow it down. And my God, this is like a bad idea. Hold on, is this the same? Let's say you have a smaller cell phone. Now it'll be wider than this. Oh my God! But what about if your phone rings? You gotta have the Bluetooth, so you can answer it, or you disconnect the phone or somehow put it on mute when you're recording your stunt or your ride. Turn your head and the thing turns. So how do you keep this here? It's the question. It can be, maybe you can balance it on your head. No, don't try it. That wouldn't work. So this is hilarious. This is fun. What can you do? Think. Yeah, I'm thinking that if you have a phone like that with a bungee cord, now I have to move it down. Let's go this way. Higher. I'm gonna put this in there, in case, so I can see the table. So I'm thinking that if you put in the, let's say you want to hold this phone. Oh, funny. Put the phone like that, right? With some bungee cord that holds it there. That doesn't last too long. So there has to be, or you can stick something on your helmet. Something here. Like I said, like a little groove, a little channel like thing in there. You can probably buy an 8 feet long molding at Home Depot that has a U shape, and you can fit the phone there, and that will be, it has to be, well, there is a curve on the on your helmet, so I don't know, I guess you're gonna have to get an old helmet to do this one. See, that's the problem when you have the risk of putting something that doesn't make sense on your helmet, and then you're risking your, I don't wanna get into that subject. So maybe the helmet is a bad idea. I would think so. I wouldn't mess with it, because you get into problems with legally it's a problem. I'm telling you to put something on a safety device. That's trouble, man. Yeah, you try it, you break your head on purpose or not on purpose, and then you go after me. So don't try it. I will let GoPro do that. They have more money. They have more lawyers. I wouldn't mess with that. I mean, if you're gonna buy a helmet with a thing on, and it was tested like that will snap out in case of something. It will snap out immediately and won't affect the performance of the helmet to protect your head, and it's proven and it's tested, and the government says yeah, it's fine, and whatever. Okay, yeah, try it out. Yeah, use that. I'm too chicken. I'd rather be safe. Yeah, it has to be something that snaps out in case you hit it. And then it protects the phone when it falls, right? From 5 stories or whatever you're jumping or doing. That's the way to do it. Rolling magnet. Some strong magnet snaps out. Now you don't want to have something hitting your head and cutting the phone, cuts through the styrofoam on your helmet, and then it hits your head right here. Then you have a thing growing on your head. No, you don't want to do that. Or something like that. You hit something, the helmet cracks in half. Now you don't have a helmet. When you have a helmet, half of it hanging, half of the other half hanging. I'm thinking of the worst thing that could happen. And now, now what? Now you keep falling and you don't have a helmet anymore. So, see, that's why. So you gotta put it. I don't know what to do. Maybe you gotta have a helmet that with a piece of something on top of it. Something like this, made out of metal, so the phone cannot cut through it, or something needs to be invented on that regard. So that's why I don't have it. That's why I don't know what to do about that. I hate riding my bike and holding the phone. Or if I want to hold it like that. And I bought a device that holds it with 2 rubber bands, but it's for you to read it while you're riding your bike. You can look at the map or something. I didn't like it at all. I could never use it. I used to watch videos on my way home because I used to ride my bike really slow. So I'll have the video on and I will hear it, and once in a while when I stop or I go really slow, I can take a peek look. And it was fine. I never had it, but I couldn't see it. It was annoying. It was too close to me. On a car, if you have it in front of you, great. You can watch the traffic and watch the phone a little bit. But when you have it here, it's like, no, it's too much. So it has to be farther out. So if you have a bike with a holder for a phone, it should be really in front of you, up, and then that